Hi everybody, how are you all doing today? I'm Lorina Quigley, the, I want to say mystical ex-Mormon, because this stuff is going to be about being an ex-Mormon today. But I'm also Lorina Q, mystic medium. So I did change my YouTube channel to Lorina Q Mystic Medium. I used to be Lorina, the mystical ex-Mormon. And the reason why is, well, I didn't want to do quite so much ex-Mormon content. Part of the reason is being raised Mormon and in Utah, I know a lot of Mormons. I know a lot of greater Mormon community is still part of my world, and I don't want to attack Mormons. But, and I have a lot of mystical content because I've had a lot of mystical experiences, and I am a medium and a psychic and an energy healer. This is the work that I do. So I wanted it to be a little bit more about that, but I just wanted to share that if you get a chance to watch Surviving Mormonism, it is a new show on Bravo and Peacock. Heather Gay, who is one of the real housewives of Salt Lake City, she is, in this show, she interviews some ex-Mormons who've had really bad experiences with the Mormon church. Really bad. And if you want to look at some of the underbelly of the Mormon church, the darker things that, Mormons are really good at whitewashing things and making it look really, really pretty. We're taught to do that. Put a big smile on your face. Be happy. Don't rock the boat. This is, it's part of being a Mormon. There is some ordinances in the Mormon church about just being obedient. You need to be obedient. And some of the rules around being Mormon are really hard to follow. So this show gets into some of the darker stuff that really, what happens to people sometimes when they're in such a high demand religion is they lose their common sense, that part of their brain that goes, whoa, wait, something is wrong here, and I should do something about it and not let this go because the Mormon church says to do this. And this could be about reporting SA. You know what that means? SA. Also, their doctrine and the rules around how they treat gay people, their extreme non-support of LGBTQ society, and the abuse that people have suffered around it. This show really gets into some of that. It's 3 episodes. Please watch it. And I am in just little clips of me in some of that show. But that's not why I am saying to please watch it, because some of this stuff needs to come out. And my own experience of watching this show, all 3 episodes I watched, and I was, it struck me really hard as far as really being able to see it out in the open in such a public way that it felt very empowering to me. And looking at it through a different lens, through other people's lenses, and some of the stuff that they have gone through, it helps me to see my own hesitance to say stuff about the Mormon church and how I hold back, because there's a part of me that still wants to be a good little Mormon girl. That's seriously. And I'm obviously a full-on adult, but I still kind of like, do I want to go there? Because I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to say too much and go over that edge of being critical. And this gets into, is it really a cult or not? And even calling it a cult sometimes was hard for me. But watching this, and I think it's an important thing to watch, it's kind of like that Scientology show with Leah Remini. It has some very similar components to it. And I do believe that more episodes will be made of this show. It seems like it from the way it ended. But it helps me to see where I'm still kind of hesitating a little bit and holding back around having a voice and saying things loudly and clearly without fear or backlash. And there will be backlash from this. And I get, and I haven't even gone that far as saying stuff about the Mormon Church. I've been holding back. Oh, you get criticism, and you get people being mean to you for putting out anything anti-Mormon. And I am not exaggerating, so I'm sure Heather Gay is going to get a lot of Mormons being mean to her and saying nasty things. I've gotten some of it, and my platform is like this big. Hers is like this big. But it helps me to feel more empowered and see more clearly how abusive the Mormon Church is. And I already knew it. But it really shines this big light on it. So please watch that show if you get a chance. And let me know what you think about it, because it's like, whoa, it's wild. You got to watch it. Some of it, what some of these people go through is crazy. And I have my own Mormon story that's like bad. And if you want to investigate it, it's on my YouTube channel. You can look up my Mormon story. It's in there. But what it doesn't talk about is how long it takes to become a healthy, functional human after going through some of these things, and that the journey that it takes to survive after being in a cult. I called it a cult. All right. Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you have any comments about this, please leave them, but be kind. Be kind. Yeah, that's all I ask. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Bye.